welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who is ready to talk about this trailer. It's Adam Hodgins.
I'm ready to hit the nos here, Mark.
I mean, this happened so quick, right? I didn't even have time to think of a great. Well, none of my intros are ever great. They're chuckle-worthy, I would say. But I need
your intros are as fantastic as the names of the Fast Furious movie titles.
Oh man, that makes me. I gotta say, what's your favorite movie? It's Too Fast, Too Furious. That's my favorite.
So here's my favorite one is the next one, because if they don't call it Fast 10 Your Seatbelts.
Oh, brother.
Right?
That's a groaner right there, but I love it.
But it's something they would actually use though. Like they call it the Fate of the Furious. That was one they used.
Fast 10 Your Seatbelts.
Like they could just call it Fasten Your Seatbelts and we'd get it.
Oh my gosh. How happy are you right now?
Oh, I'm beyond words excited.
I watched this trailer and I watched it with Megan, and as soon as I saw Han, I just jumped up in the air. And then also when I saw Earl pop up, who was also in Tokyo Drift, and Sean Boswell, who was in Tokyo Drift, I was just in heaven.
Yeah, it's like they've been building this team. Okay, so Mark, here's a question for you. Did you think for even a second, because I had a 2-second window of like, are they, when John was talking about family and his past and the history, and then did you think for a second that John Cena was playing Brian?
Oh, no, I never thought that. I just thought he was maybe I thought he was going to be a new guy joining. Well,
he'll be on the team and Fasten Your Seatbelts.
Yeah, you're right. And now but I got to tell you, man, I never thought that, but watching John Cena on a zip line doesn't seem natural.
No, nothing he does seems natural unless he's in a wrestling ring. Have you ever seen him wear a suit?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I love him as an actor, and he was on the Graham Norton show, and he had a suit, and I thought his arms were going to explode out of him. Like I thought it was going to be like, when in cartoons when something explodes and everyone's just kind of covered in soot and their hair's all blown back. I felt like everyone sitting next to him was going to look like that when he flexed once.
Oh, exactly.
And I don't want to hate on him. I'm just saying, watching a 250-pound man on a zip line being nimble. It's like the Dolph Lundgren movie that's called Hidden Assassin or Silent Assassin.
Silent? Is that the one with the ice bullet?
I don't know. But I'm just wait. That's a good question. I don't know. Wait,
you've seen that, right? When he has the ice bullet?
Never. Oh, so he's so good that he makes ice bullets?
I think it's called Silent Trigger. So he's a hitman, and he's hired by.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
He's hired by this dude to kill this president of something, but he says he can't have any evidence. So the bullet he's going to use is made of ice, so that the evidence will melt.
Oh my gosh!
But the bullet melts before it hits him, and so they actually frame him. It's crazy. It's like bananas, but it's Dolph Lundgren good.
And there's another one though where he's a silent assassin, and you're just he is not creeping around. Dolph Lundgren.
No, he is kicking your door down, Terminator style.
He is not a ninja. Right?
How dare you to stop me?
I think his hands are too big to use the little things to pick a lock.
Right.
But no.
Right.
But I still love Cena in this. It makes me happy. I think he's going to add a real positive vibe. And when he does make his face turn, it's going to be huge. It's going to be lovely.
I love that you used an insider wrestling term to describe the Fast and the Furious movies that star The Rock and John Cena.
No, I knew you would love that.
That was my favorite thing. Oh. But no, there was just a second where Mia showed up and they're talking about family, and then I was like, there are really no rules with the Fast movies. They just kind of do whatever. They don't care about timeline. They don't care about continuity. We'll fix it later is kind of their attitude. And we don't care.
Megan brought up a point to me the other day, and she said this is one of the rare franchises that has just gone into it without a plan, and it's worked almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Now,
so there was a moment though where I was like, are they getting John Cena to play Brian O'Connor? Is that what they're doing? And then for 1 second, I hated that idea. And for the next second, I was like, maybe I'll be okay with it. And then they were like, he's on the building with a rifle and a zip line. And I was like, okay, no, so they're not doing that. It was a fleeting moment, like Luke Skywalker going to kill Kylo Ren in a fleeting moment. Yeah. But yeah, that's what my mind went. Because how can Mia be there? Because they said, Mark, they can't bring Mia or Brian into this.
Well, here's the thing.
They established that in part 8.
But the thing is, audiences know. and she is part of the show. So I guess, listen, when Paul Walker died, it hit me really hard. So I understood why they kind of had to keep her out of 8. But they've kept her behind before, where she's been with the baby and kidnapped and running around helpless. I mean, if you think about in the original, the first one, Fast and the Furious, Brian trusted her to take the wheel while he dove on a truck. She was extremely capable. So,
she's very capable. Everybody in the Fast universe is capable.
I think in the story, we aren't going to bring them back, but it also takes us as fans to I like Jordana Brewster, and I'd be bummed if she never came back. So even though the story said we can't do it, I think us as fans, we got to understand with this, we get it, right? So even though they said it, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not too worried about it. I mean, and I was thinking about something else, and it got me down a rabbit hole. And so there's been a big thing lately about justice for Han, and I get it. However, in the third one, Justin Lin, the director of 3, 4, 5, and 6, shot himself in the foot a little bit by killing Han. I don't think he expected how much the character would resonate, because dude's awesome in that movie. He's like
incredible.
He's like a Jedi-esque mentor who's always eating. He's basically Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11 mixed with, I don't know, Obi-Wan. And so he comes back, they make him prequels. So 4, 5, and 6 are prequels. And they're like, listen, we have to kill him. Like, we killed him, so we have to kill him. So it makes sense. Dead. Yeah, it makes sense to have the heavy of Furious 7 be the one who killed Han. It just does. But then they weren't expecting Statham, who murdered many, many police officers in 7, to come back as a good Uncle Statham in 8, and then Luke and Hobbs and Shaw in his own spinoff. So once Statham became popular, the Fast people were like, crap, like, we love this guy, great team player.
We've got a paradox here.
And I think the only thing, they had to bring Han back. They couldn't, because it did bother me, man. Now, I'm able to get my head around it, but you're sitting here watching Statham and Hobbs and Shaw, and you're thinking, you murdered 30 police officers so you could visit your brother. You killed innocent people with families. You killed Han. So knowing now that Han is alive, I still feel bad for all the police officers, but at least I know that Statham maybe put him in a bunker somewhere, or I don't know.
Right.
Like,
that's gonna be the end pickup scene is Statham like going back and saving his life.
And then when Statham says there's things I got to make right, maybe he put Han in some evil black site, and then he goes and busts him out.
Right.
So, like just to kind of atone for what he had done.
So here's the thing, with the trailer reveal of Han being in it, how great would a James Bond style opening of Statham freeing Han be?
Oh, that'd be so awesome.
Right? Just like cold cut, boom, and it's Jason driving that dune buggy of his.
Goldeneye.
Like Black Op, yeah.
Diving off a dam.
It's both Shaws.
Whoa, yes, please.
Right?
Like an 8.
Yeah.
And I just think you had to do it. And I also love the return of Earl and Lucas Black, how they put a rocket on a Fiero, and then they okay, you're a writer, Adam.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, what can we do that's funny with Tyrese? Like in 8, they put him in a Lamborghini on ice. And then he goes underwater. Right. Then he gets dragged on a thing. He's hilarious. They're like, what can we do with him in this one? Let's put him in a Fiero with a rocket on top and make a rocket car. Like that's retirement level writing right there. You could just retire on that.
How do you guys do emissions control in your cars when you buy a new vehicle?
Well, so for the first couple of years, you don't need to get your emissions checked. However, after it gets 2 years old, then every year when you re-up your registration, you have to get your emissions checked.
Okay, so that came into Ontario in about 2002. And so when that happened, I was actually running an automotive like maintenance shop. And so, we had our dyno and people would come in there. And back then you had to drive a car for like a minute and a half with a probe in the tailpipe and check the emissions. A gentleman came in, I'm using that term a little bit loosely, with what looked like Ferrari Testarossa. Now I know that in like the southern states where the weather's nice for most of the year, that maybe isn't a super rare occurrence. Here in Ontario, I've only seen 2 in my life on the road. So this guy comes in with a Ferrari Testarossa, which quickly I realize is a kit car. Now a Pontiac Fiero has a rear engine, and it's small enough that you can take the body off. It's still got a frame and put kit cars on them. So all kinds of people will take a Fiero and put a kit car on it as something fun to do. Wow. This was clearly a Pontiac Fiero kit car. And so the guy hands me the ownership, which says Pontiac on the ownership, like P-O-N-T. And so I start typing in the information, and I type up Pontiac and Fiero and 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine. And the guy's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? This is clearly a Ferrari.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, this guy, he's trying to fool me that he's got and I was like, well, no, but it's a really good kit car, sir. Like, you've done an excellent job on this, but I got to run it as what it actually is, which is a Pontiac Fiero. And he looked at me, he's like, what are you talking about, a kit car? And so, like, I opened the trunk
Oh,
the trunk.
No, he didn't know?
He bought it from a guy for $23,000.
Oh, no.
Thinking it was a Ferrari.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he was not happy. And then the car failed. It was bad news. So whenever I see a Pontiac Fiero, I chuckle to myself about that guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Swindled.
But
Did
also,
he buy a car wash too?
No, he didn't buy a car wash as well, because that would have been the next bad step. But like the steering wheel said Pontiac on it, and he just thought the guy replaced the steering wheel with a Pontiac steering wheel. Man,
I like this guy who sold this other guy a kit car.
Well, the other thing is, though,
you can't blame him.
If you can get away with it, if the guy's like, well, seems legit to me, and it's got a Pontiac emblem on the steering wheel, like, that's a fool and his money are quickly parted, right?
If some guy came up to me and I had a kit car, he's like, I'll give you 50 G's for that. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't tell him anything.
100%. Sold, sir. You know what? 40.
I'll be like, you know what? Look at the registration real quick. No, I don't need to. Look at the steering wheel. Nah. Look at the VIN.
The engine.
Yeah. Look at the engine and the VIN number. No, I want this Lamborghini.
Or it's like, drive the car.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a Cavalier engine in it.
Give it some gas.
Right? Like, just open it up a little bit, and then you realize that the kit body on it's actually slowing the thing down.
Yep.
So that's my Pontiac Fiero moment.
But then that makes it even better that they put Tyrese on it with a rocket.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's his moment.
And did you see, I don't know if you noticed in the trailer, but Tyrese throws a Superman punch like Paul Walker does in his Fast movies.
Yes, I did see that.
And so Paul Walker, he threw a ton of Superman punches in the franchise. So seeing Roman do it, his best friend, oh man, that made me so happy.
Yeah, it really, okay. So here's my fantasy booking of the Fast franchise. Because did you notice the tagline was F9, the Fast Saga, which I think is to differentiate it from the Hobbs and Shaw thing, right? We want to kind of brand it ourselves. I would love to see a Fast Saga of a young teenage Brian and a young teenage Roman getting into shenanigans.
Oh my gosh, that'd be the best.
Who would you cast as young Brian and young Roman?
I'd cast Tyrese, and then I'd cast Chris Pine.
As a teenage version of Brian?
Yes.
Okay, because you want to impress Megan doesn't mean you gotta, like, cast Chris Pine and everything.
What about the kid from Riverdale?
Yeah, that could work.
The kid, Archie. Not Archie. Yeah, Archie.
Yeah, Archie. He could work. He could work real good.
Oh, and there's this kid crushed it this year. Let me type in this movie real fast. He's in a movie called Waves, and he's in another movie called... All right, I got it. So we'll cast KJ Apa and Calvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, so I was thinking, in my mind, the kid from the Goldbergs would be a great young Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just getting his name here. What's his name?
And while you're looking for that,
Sean Giambrone is his name, but he's born in '99, so he's like, what is that? He's like 20 now, so he could, but he looks young, so he could be like a nice young Brian. That sounds weird to say, but I think it would work.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. And then who else you casting?
I don't know, man. It would be funny to cast a young Brian and a Tyrese who just looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I like the cast. I think Calvin Harrison and one of the guys that you picked would be a fun group. I mean, what a good idea. Man, I love that.
But you could make like 8 of those.
Oh, yeah. Just every month because kids get into trouble all the time.
Yeah. And then, actually, that would be a great Netflix show. Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
The college years or whatever you want to call it.
I would love that.
Have you watched the Fast and the Furious cartoon show?
What?
Yeah, Fast and the Furious spy missions.
No.
About Dom's younger cousin.
No.
Yeah, man, my kids love it.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Oh, wow.
Google it right now.
All right, Fast and the Furious spy missions?
Missions.
All right, Fast and Furious. All right, now while we're typing that in, how happy were you to see that Cypher finally had something to do? So her name in this one is Nathalie Emmanuel, but Ramsey.
Right.
Remember in 8, I was really sort of disappointed with her treatment in 8. She sort of Spy Racers, wow. So she just sort of sat in a car while Tyrese and Ludacris hit on her. Chris Bridges hit on her.
I think that was what her role in that movie was, to be like, out of nowhere, oh, she's actually got something to do. She can help us. But I think in this movie, they're going to flesh her out a little bit more and make her a valued member of the team, right?
Yeah, I was so happy because, I don't know, she was on a motorcycle in this one, and then her motorcycle gets blown up and she gets shot like 40 feet.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Like, she gets to ride a motorcycle and have an action. Like, I don't know. I don't like it when characters seem sort of wasted, but I guess it took the characters it took Tyrese a while before he was driving rocket cars out of airplanes. So it's only fair.
And here's the other part too, is like,
Roman, not Tyrese, I guess.
Yeah. In these movies though, it's like, once you're part of the Fast team, you become a superhero.
Yeah.
Like, without really understanding why, like, you become a superhero. And I think it takes a little while for actors who sign on to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that she had to be in one movie before she was like, oh, we can do anything we want.
And they do in this one. There's a scene where
the magnet car.
Oh my gosh, that scene. Okay, so that seems more believable to me than, let's say, a
3-piece truck doing a head over backflip.
Yeah, how heavy is that first one? But there's a scene where John Cena jumps on a bus, Dom Toretto jumps on a bus, and then they jump off of a bus and fall what seems like 200 feet onto concrete. Correct?
Yep.
That's maybe 200 hyperbole, is too much, but they fall at least, would you say, 80 feet?
Yeah, at those heights, 200 is no different than 80.
Yeah, you're right. You and I, if we fell like that and we're punching each other in the air and we're looking cool for about 4 seconds, we would just splat.
Oh, it would be game over. Credits.
It would be a body explosion. But in this one, the two fall, and I guarantee you, nothing will be broken or scratched. And I also love when Letty does the flying knee jump of a guy through a window, and then they fall about 70 feet.
Yeah.
Everyone's falling 70 feet in this film.
Well, here's a question. Do you think that Vin Diesel watches the Hobbs and Shaw movie and says, every action scene we do has to be better than every action scene in this movie?
Well,
do you think there's going to be a one-upsmanship now between The Rock and Vin Diesel every movie?
All right. I mean, I hope so. But if you go back to 5, right? They were driving off cliffs before Hobbs was in 5, but they were driving off cliffs before Hobbs was big, right? Before he was even burling through windows. And then in 6, he crashed his car on one bridge, flew over to another bridge, caught Letty, right?
Yeah.
And then landed on a car, and nothing was broke. So I think this movie,
without breaking a sweat. This
movie, 7, they drove through buildings. So I feel like it's always. I don't want to. I hate this rivalry between them. So
apparently they've patched it up.
Yeah, and so I hope he returns in 10.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes financial sense.
If that happens, if Fasten Your Seatbelt stars both Vin Diesel and The Rock and John Cena, will The Rock and John Cena get in a wrestling ring in that movie?
Yes.
They have to.
I mean, the problem is you can't imagine this fight scene and how horribly it would play, right? You have Hobbs, Shaw, Letty, John Cena, and Vin Diesel, Dom Toretto, fighting a gang. It wouldn't be a fight. It would be a mauling, right? It wouldn't be fun. So they would need to have the two sides fight each other to make it fair.
Right.
Because who would the villain be that could fight all these people if they unite in 10?
Well, I think it will be an army of Dom
clones.
Like enhanced guys from Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, it would have to be.
So here's the thing.
Unisouls.
Okay, in 2021 or 2022, whenever this Fasten Your Seatbelts is going to happen, Mark, we need to start that. That needs to be part 10. Fasten Your Seatbelts.
Fasten your seatbelts. I mean, no. So you know what? When you first said it to me, I was saying it clumsily. Fasten your seatbelt. But now, fasten your seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelts. Boom.
It's happening. It's got to be the one.
Fasten your seatbelts.
When it happens, we're gonna have a party. I'll fly to Atlanta and we'll watch the premiere together.
Yeah, and we'll wear suits.
Yeah.
No, we got to wear white shirts.
Yeah,
and jeans.
No, you wear a white shirt and jeans. I'll wear a black shirt and jeans.
And I'll wear chucks.
We'll do the Dom and Brian thing.
I like it.
I have a lime green Ford Fiesta.
Yes.
And we can put a big decal on the side of it.
Oh man. And then I'll fly up to Canada and I'll wear a turtleneck and you'll wear like a zipped up shirt that's only halfway zipped up with some fake tattoos on your chest.
No, if you come to Canada, I'm gonna wear the biggest, burliest plaid shirt ever.
I'm gonna dress like Franz Gruber from Hobbs and Shaw.
And I'm gonna dress like Stallone from Cliffhanger.
Oh, you're just gonna look uncomfortable.
Yes. But here's the thing. In 2022, when Fasten Your Seatbelts comes out and John Cena and The Rock are both in it, do they join forces with Vince McMahon and have a part of the movie happen during WrestleMania? And so WrestleMania is happening. All of a sudden, two cars come driving in. They get out, do a bit in the ring, do some wrestling around, get back in their cars and drive out. And then that appears both at WrestleMania and in the movie.
It would have to.
Like, I think that would be the next level for both movies to be like interactive with the real world and also WrestleMania to be part of an actual movie while it's happening.
But it has to be in a stadium show in Brazil. Or,
for sure,
the first
Brazil.
WrestleMania in Brazil. And it's an outdoor stadium and they drive right in. Or Saudi Arabia, they just drive right into it.
Oh, well, because they're doing all those Saudi Arabia shows right now.
Yep. So
that could be a thing.
Man, can I ask you a question?
Always.
We don't know what happened. We don't know whose side they were on. But for a while, Tyrese was taking shots at Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson was really like hating on Tyrese, and there was a bit of a war going back and forth. And we love all these actors, man. I mean, it's made clear in the history of this podcast and all my writings. We're always been big fans of these everybody in this franchise.
Absolutely.
But if someone said to you, Adam, I will take your house if you don't pick a side, which side would you pick?
Hands down, no questions asked. The Rock, no questions asked.
Oh, see, I'm taking Diesel's.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at their body of work aside from the Fast
But what
movies.
I'm saying is, Diesel brought The Rock in.
Yeah.
Diesel has really done his best to bring in, Justin Lin directed. They've had James Wan, F. Gary Gray. They've brought in this awesome international cast with really unique personalities and like cool characters, and it's sort of transcended everything worldwide. And then the franchise starts revolving around Dwayne Johnson. And that's what...
Can he help it?
I don't think that's
the most charismatic man in the world.
So I don't think that's his fault. I really don't. It's just me as a Fast fan. I could have this completely wrong, but just, I guess me as a Fast fan, seeing people mocking original Fast members like Tyrese, that annoys me. And I have no facts. I have nothing other than what I see on social media and articles
I just see Dwayne Johnson as the nicest man on the planet.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I love my original crew.
No, I get it. Like, we are full out tuna, no crust. That's what we're about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your favorite is 4.
Like, my favorite is 4. Because they brought Dom back.
Yep.
Like, in a movie where I was sold, but like they're back together again. I'm just saying, like, I think that in this moment, The Rock has the high ground. He's the Obi-Wan Kenobi here.
He's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Man, yeah. Listen, I get it.
So here's the question.
If I'm a producer, I go with Rock, right? But
Right.
I do like what Vin's done. Like, I mean, he brings in so many unique.
So here's the question
voices.
for you, Mark.
Yeah.
Did The Rock benefit more from the Fast movies, or did the Fast movies benefit more from The Rock?
Well, all right. So what had The Rock done prior to this? I mean, this is the movie that I think I would say pushed him into the stratosphere. Correct? Fast 5 pushed him into the stratosphere. Correct?
I don't know. I'm not going to say yes to that. Hold on. Let me just get up the filmography list here. Let's look at the timeline. We're getting deep here.
So, if you think about it, all right. So, Furious 7 was 20. So he joined up in, let's see, Fast 5 was 2011. Before this, he had Faster. That wasn't that big. He was funny in the other guys. Tooth Fairy wasn't doing well. Yeah, his last 2 movies had not really performed. He had done Race to Witch Mountain. That hadn't really performed. Get Smart only did okay. Game Plan, he was kind of a kids actor. Gridiron Gang, he was a coach. And then before that, he had done Southland Tales and Doom. So I think Fast did more for him. Fast pushed him into the next level. Fast 5 would have been amazing without Dwayne Johnson.
Okay. I don't know.
But he wasn't on the biggest. I mean, he had done Doom, Southland Tales, Gridiron Gang, Game Plan that he starred in, Race to Witch Mountain,
right,
Tooth Fairy, and then he did Faster. So he was not lighting the world up.
No, that's true.
So
that's true. I guess that is. It did give us the frame to look at him and then be wowed by him uncontrollably.
And I mean, listen, it was smart casting.
Yep.
And then I don't know. So
you're turning me here, Mark.
Ooh,
full diesel now.
And I mean, listen, bringing him in, Johnson was smart. I mean, in Fast 5, when he busts through that window for his action introduction, so he had been introduced before, but when he exploded through the window after, and I'll say this, Vin Diesel sold shock. Like in Fast 5, when Vin Diesel sees him exploding out of a window, Vin Diesel goes, "Holy crap!" Like,
yeah.
And then I also love that Dwayne Johnson came in respectfully. He lost that fight in the first Fast 5.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so he lost it. And then eventually, everything changed. I mean, there's egos involved. Some people are not easy to work with. I'll give them that. But I don't know, man. I think, yeah, that's just, because Fast 4 did well. Fast 4 did good enough to warrant a Fast 5. Fast 5 would have done well enough to warrant a 6. Let's call it this. It's a mutual beneficial.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think it's a good question and a good answer.
Yeah. That was good, man. So how did that truck flip in this? I did the math. And so let's say there's 3 pieces to that truck, the vehicle.
Right.
And let's say each one is, we could call them like an 18-wheeler, I guess. You want to call it that?
Yep.
So then we're looking at, 54 feet of flipping, at least. So
yeah.
How?
I think it only happens if Vin Diesel makes it happen.
Yeah. Is there?
There's no other way to explain it. And I think
is the front really heavy and the back pieces are cardboard?
Yeah, it's something like that, or maybe the magnet plane is dragging it over with a zip line you don't see yet.
Whoa, that's it.
That's got to be it.
Dude, you're brilliant.
I have my moments, Mark.
You need to retire. That's a retiring moment right there.
Yeah, and he walks away from he just waves to the fans and walks off the mound. So crazy.
This tractor that Vin Diesel's working on in the beginning of the trailer, if he's so good, why had they just moved out there? Did he buy an old tractor?
I think in Hollywood, working on a farm is the ultimate. I've arrived at just peace. I'm just happy now. My father worked in big business all his life, retired, bought a farm, and gets up early now to feed the horses. And I'm like, Dad, why did you do that? You have to work for the rest of your He's like, that's all I want to do, son. Fix my tractor and feed my horses. So I think it's very much that is Hollywood's version of saying this is peaceful.
Yeah. And what, Fast 6, he's working on an engine.
Yeah.
In Fast 1, he's working on a car. I guess that's where he finds his relaxing.
Do you think that tractor has NOS?
Yes, I do. I think that tractor has a 200-foot wide thing behind it that can mow a lawn in 3 minutes. That's 8 acres.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's mowing lawns.
He's just Vin's lawn service. Vin and Letty.
If he only used that power for farming when he's making all those other cars.
And then
do you think that tractor has the engine from his Charger in it?
Absolutely.
That's what it's got to be.
Yeah. I mean, he uses that to go to work. That's his car.
Yeah. That's the one. What do you think the gimmick on the Charger is going to be in this movie? Because each movie has had him in a Charger, except for 4 that had him in the SS.
So his brother also has a Charger, and he thinks his Charger's better. And at the end, they have a Charger race.
Okay. Because they were driving modern Chargers in it, and I didn't like that. I don't like that as much.
And he comes out, he goes, "Make sure you're fully charged before you come at me."
Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the moment there. Because the ice one was my favorite so far. That's where they really we're gonna take this and just I don't know, maybe the monster truck one he had was good too.
Oh yeah. I don't. I think they're gonna race at the end. They're gonna be in the Charger racing. I think that's it.
Do you think they're gonna be playing chicken with a cliff or something? and neither one's going to want to lose. But then clearly John Cena is going to lose because this is Vin Diesel we're talking about. Vin Diesel puts his hand out and brings him into his car.
And nothing in his shoulder gets torn. His rotator cuff stays perfectly intact.
Yeah. And then John Cena looks at him crying. He says, "Why would you save me?" And he just says, "La familia."
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
In Hobbs and Shaw, when Dwayne Johnson's holding the helicopter to the truck, in real life, would he have ripped in half? Or would his arms been completely separated from his body?
So in real life, Mark, he would have died 45 minutes earlier in that movie.
Yeah, he would have died in Fast 5.
He wouldn't, because he couldn't have got into Jason Statham's car. The McLaren was too small for The Rock to get into.
Yeah, he's too big. Yeah, you're right. Or he would have broke both his legs trying to do that escape thing in Fate of the Furious when he slid down 30 feet and landed perfectly.
He would have, yeah. So we can't get into like would it have torn him in half because, like, here's the thing: Captain America did the same gimmick in Winter Soldier.
He's just got the serum.
Or sorry, in Civil War. But you're like, but he's Captain America, so this kind of makes sense. The Rock isn't, but he's stronger than that.
Yeah, like rubber bullets don't hurt him.
No, they don't.
I have a question. When you see the baby in Fast 9, I don't like it because. They brought back Elena in the Fate of the Furious.
Yeah.
She has been all right. So in 5, right, she's the only good cop in the entire world. Like she's just a good cop. In 6, she's like, Dom, go do your thing. You got to go get Letty. In 7, she's getting promotions, working her way up through the chain of command. Right. She is a successful soldier who has gotten there on like a cop on her own. This great. I don't know, this really cool, successful, strong character. But then in 8, she gets kidnapped, and they're like, crap. Like, he had a baby with her, but he's with Letty. Like, we can't just keep her around. So let's just shoot her in the head. Like, that's the one thing that I thought that's why Fate's not one of my favorites. It's because they just killed her.
Fate felt weird.
Yeah, I would say that.
Brian wasn't there. There was like consequences for like the relationship stuff. See, it was the weirdest of them. And again, you're like, but you killed Han. The whole movie, you're like, but you killed Han. But you killed Han. Like that's the kind of thing. So it felt weird, but I think it was a hurdle we needed to get over to continue on.
But seeing this baby now, it's like, doesn't that make you feel a little weird? Because you're like, man, that Elena she was a plot contrivance, right? Is that the word that they?
Well, I don't think she was originally, but in that movie she was.
And they just kind of thought, well, we can't do like a every other weekend thing with Dom Toretto.
No, and there can't be a throuple situation because Letty would kill her.
And so it's just like, let's just shoot her in the head.
Yeah. I
mean, that's just I feel like lazy story writing. I would say
it's tying up loose ends,
but it felt like a very cruel tie-up to an end for this world.
But when you get involved with the Fast team, this is the kind of stuff that you're signing up for.
Getting murdered in an airplane by a dreadlock, Charlize Theron, and.
Well, if I come on your podcast, Mark, and you're like, "Hey, we're going to talk about movies today," I was like, "Whoa, I didn't sign up for this."
Well, you said that the first time.
Yeah, I was like, Mark, can we talk about, like, baseball? Like, why do you keep talking about Universal Soldier? Like, what is going on?
You thought we were going to cover Journey songs.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, we'll talk about Universal Soldier, the movie, then, like, the folk song, and then we'll talk about, like, you know, the music industry and where we're going to go to.
The latest in mixing board technology. Yeah.
And so when you get involved with Dom Toretto, this is the kind of stuff that happens.
I guess Letty died, came back. I don't know. It just felt like a cruel. I don't know. It felt a little cruel. So I didn't like that.
Vince died.
Yeah, you're right. Oh yeah.
Actually, I think Dom's except for Letty, the entire original team's gone.
I wish that that one guy lived in Fast and the Furious and they never brought him back.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad. Well, he might still be alive, living somewhere.
He's going to be the big reveal in Fasten Your Seatbelts.
He's got to come back. Like, you just give him something.
If they're bringing back Earl, they got to bring back that guy.
Like, yeah, exactly. I mean, that guy was a big part in that movie. He was family.
Now, I will say this, and I've said this since I saw the movie the first time. So Brian is there eating his tuna fish sandwich, and then the fast crew all pull up, all like super tough. That guy gets out of the passenger side of Vince's car. Nothing's lamer than being in a car gang where you're riding shotgun in somebody else's ride.
Yeah, that's not fun.
No.
But I mean, I guess if you crashed your car.
But they could all fit in the same car, but they all drove separately, except for that guy, because they wanted to pull up super awesome.
Yeah.
I would like it if they brought back the kid with the Volkswagen and got shot, like if he actually wasn't dead.
Oh, yeah, he just took a gut wound.
Just took a gut wound. He's been on the lam.
He could have been the hacker.
Relocation stuff.
Oh, he could have been one of the hackers because he was good with computers.
Yeah. Imagine he was the villain for Fasten Your Seatbelts. I'm just going to talk about it as if it's a real thing.
He's just been pulling we should just do a fake podcast for it if it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But
we'll rank our Fasten Your Seatbelts story against the real Fast 10.
I like that.
You can't say Fast 10 without the word fasten. It doesn't work.
Now, how awesome was that bridge scene in this? Bridge is going out, and somehow the tires are staying on the thing.
Yeah. Again, it's the whole, physics doesn't matter right now kind of situation.
Because it's not our world, right? So this is a world with less gravity and thicker bone density.
Yeah.
And stickier tires.
But the whole time I was like, I think they put that scene in there, and if they didn't, they're stupid, to sell a Hot Wheels set. Like, you imagine a Hot Wheels set where you got to get your car going fast enough to the bridge drops that you can make it across still?
Merchandising.
Right? That's what you need to get to.
And then Han's metabolism. Thoughts?
I have this written down to talk to you about. I want you with your crazy movie logic. If Han constantly eats high saturated fat, salty snacks for just the time allotment that happens in the movie. So Fast 6 takes place over a week or two?
Yeah.
So if he's constantly eating high saturated fat and salty snacks all day, because he's constantly eating them, for 2 weeks, how much weight does he gain?
That's a good question. I should do a thing about his metabolism and how much he should weigh.
Yeah.
And I'll write it in love just to get some promotion out there.
Because I'm doing the eating clean thing because you want to stay lean and you want to keep looking good. And, I'm going to be 40 next year. So I got to I can't eat like I'm 18 anymore. But Han can.
He's something else, man. I think he's, he is part Jedi.
Yeah. Again, this isn't our world, right? This isn't our world.
I mean, people drink beer in ways that beer should never be consumed in this movie. Yes. He basically turns the whenever Vin drinks a beer, he grabs it by the neck, flips it, and it's like a perfect V with his face. So when he puts the beer down, it should explode up in the air.
Well, it reminds me of a water bottle in a hamster cage when he's drinking it. You know what I mean? When they have a little ball they gotta lick. I think that's what's going on here. And
it's just a different world, right? So I think I think you can bone density. Well, also we've proven that bone density is stronger. So does that mean your body needs more? I
think the average person needs 30,000 calories a day to just maintain in this world.
And also, I think when they eat the chips, yes, there's a lot of saturated fat and everything, but I feel like there's enough. They probably eat a lot of oatmeal to clear all that stuff out of their veins.
That's a lot of carbs, though, bro.
Yeah, but they need 30,000 calories.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, so they eat all the saturated fat, they do a little oatmeal, and then it's just a bunch of chicken for dinner.
Right.
And Corona.
If Han was eating almonds, whenever he's snacking, he's eating almonds, I'd buy that. Because I'm that's a good fat right there. That's not a bad snack at all.
I would not want to hear him eat almonds on screen, though. So with chips, you have the initial crunch, and then it gets soft, and it's not too crunchy afterwards. Almonds, right. If chewed incorrectly, you're crunching for 5-7 seconds. 5 to 7 seconds.
Do you go for the clean split when you eat almond? Try to break it in half first?
There's no art to my eating.
Okay.
There's only art. Maybe when I'm eating Twizzlers, I just eat those things real slow. Cake, I always eat the cake and then I eat the icing.
Yeah, you got to save the icing bit for the last. Yeah. You leave a little bit of cake with the icing.
Yeah, and then
you go for it.
But almond eating, I'm just kind of a beast. I just sort of consume them.
Yeah, I always crack them in half, almost like a sunflower seed first, because they split very satisfyingly right in half.
Han does one at a time. Have you ever been in a theater with someone who eats a piece of popcorn one at a time?
No.
Yes, and they find a way to get the biggest crunch. I think Han's a tasteful chewer though. I wouldn't mind hanging out with him when he's eating.
No, so we're a big popcorn family, actually. That's like our go-to snack. And when I make popcorn, I do it like on the kettle, on the stove. I always make 3 bowls when we make popcorn for 4 people so that we can like flavor some. So one's like natural butter, one's usually salt and vinegar, and one's like a white cheddar and dill mix.
Ooh.
So we do, but last night we had to like sit our kids down and be like, hey, especially my daughter, we're like, just have a little bit of, like, you don't need to have, she's having like 2 handfuls, like just shoving it in her mouth. So popcorn is not something you ever eat one at a time, to the point where we need to police it in our house.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I do the grab and shove. I do the grab. Yep. I grab it, and I look like John Travolta in Swordfish, the way he smokes cigarettes, like with his palm kind of down. I just shovel. I need to slow down.
What do you think is the best cinematic snack eating moment?
Oh, it's Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11 when he's eating the burger.
I think it's
and I know that because I know how many calories he consumed on screen.
Okay. I think it's Dan Aykroyd in Blues Brothers 2000, where he eats a handful of Doritos.
Just good snacking?
Well, no, he's in a car and he just takes a handful of Doritos and smashes them into his face.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you got to Google it.
We should start a new podcast series called Random Moments, movies, films, random moments.
Yeah.
And we just talk about scenes that bother us.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, Blues Brothers 2000, Doritos eating. It's out there.
All right, favorite moment from the trailer?
The Fierro moment was good, like really good. The Han reveal was great. My favorite moment, I know what it is, and it's maybe a little bit crazy, and it's why I love the Fast and the Furious movies. It's why I love them. Is Letty gives the baby her cross, and she goes, "Your daddy gave." She's having this like real intimate moment where she's like, "I want to be like a surrogate, like a foster mom. I want to take you as my child. Your daddy gave me this thing, and I'm going to give it to you to keep you safe for what's coming." And they're like peacefully at a farm, and that's when like the bass drops in the trailer and everything goes crazy. To the fact that like these people's lives is always on borrowed time, and they never hide away from that.
Wow, you found some depth.
Yeah, I went for it, bud.
I just like hearing Tyrese say his ass is in fuego.
Yeah, that's a good moment. Like that's the satisfying Peter Rabbit down the hill moment.
I love the Superman punch.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, when she said that John Cena was Dom's brother, it doesn't work, but it works.
Yeah. So, and again, I was coming from a mind where it's like, I was almost like, are they getting him to play Brian? So I was like, what's going on here? And so I think it would have been better if he was Brian's older brother coming back for Dom getting him involved in this world.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, my brother was a cop. He had a great career, and you sucked him into this.
Whoa. Yeah.
I think that's a better movie.
But it's just, no, it's not weird. It's on brand that we never heard about this brother.
Yeah, their families are. Also, was that not Shaw's mom that was talking to him about family in the car?
Yeah, I like that Helen Mirren's in it because it keeps that area alive.
It keeps the two movies together, right?
And that was his idea to bring in Helen Mirren.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Dom.
Awesome.
He wanted Judi Dench for Chronicles of Riddick. The guy just loves bringing in unique people.
We got to do the Riddick trilogy as a podcast, Mark.
I'm in.
The whole trilogy.
Well, that was hard.
That was a hard sell. After we do Aquaman, we'll do the Riddick trilogy.
All right. Quick question.
Talk to me.
Which Fast movie is the most about family? Now, I'm going to say 2.
2?
Because of this. Roman and Brian are brothers. They had a big fight. They get back together. Now, also look at the car culture in Miami, how they get each other's backs. At the end, during the massive police chase, all of the, air quotes, family comes out and supports them. And in the end, they barely know Eva Mendes, but they drive off Roman and him drive off a dock to land on a boat to save her. I think it's one of those, I feel like the movie's about family in quotation marks, right? Where you're not talking about your direct family, you're just talking about who's around you. And I think in that one, because Brian isn't really part of it in the other one, everyone's sort of telling him to get away in that. 3, I think, is close to family with Han and, Lucas Black finding a family in Japan. 4 is not quite. 5 is pretty good because they bring everyone back together to rob something.
Yeah, so I was gonna originally say 5 because that's where it's like, who can we count on? It's like, well, here and that I think that's where they build their family. Like that's the one where it's like the family's together now.
Yeah, and then 6 they get going. 7 they really bond. 8 they kind of tear it apart because they hate. Two actors didn't really like each other, so they weren't on screen together. And Dom turned bad. But I think 2 and 3 are the most about family. 5 set everything in motion, but 2 and 3 are the family of the trilogy.
You sold me on the 2 thing. I was like 2, but then you brought me around.
Well, that's why I love 2, man. That's why I hate when people hate on it.
No, 2 is great.
Yeah, I need to give 4 a rewatch because we got to talk about that too.
Yeah, 4 is my favorite.
All right, well, this was fun, man. I'm glad that we talked about this, and I think the next trailer talk we'll do is when the next Peter Rabbit trailer comes out.
Yeah, or we could also do the Marvel Cinematic Disney Plus shows trailer that dropped.
Oh,
that is a white hot mess.
I have not watched that yet.
It'll take 30 seconds of your life and it will perplex you for the next week.
Hey, sounds good to me. Sounds like my everyday life.
Mark, can we do something?
What?
I think while we're recording, you should watch it right now, and we'll get your live take on it.
All right. So of the Disney Plus Marvel shows.
Yeah. So it's the Super Bowl. Let's put Super Bowl Marvel, and it'll come up.
All right. Here we go. 30 seconds. There's a shield and a tree. People hate trees in these movies.
Right.
Oh, Sam. Whoa, Sam could throw the shield like that?
He's training.
That's cool. I like Anthony Mackie. I hope that he is Captain America.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good throw. But why is he killing trees?
Now,
set up a target. Ooh, Daniel Bruhl. He's my favorite.
Welcome home.
Hey, Elizabeth Olsen. Ooh, that looks great. I like that they're going weird with it.
Yeah.
And then Falcon. Loki. They don't show my... Oh, and then just Loki in jail. Looks good, man. Looks fun. Looks different.
The WandaVision looks like it's going to be like a weird... Like I think it's going to be revealed that she's been tortured the whole season and it's just like mind games.
I love that. I hope so. I hope it's a weird... This is the Marvel I like. I only saw about 7 seconds of the footage, but I like when Marvel gets weird. I like...
Yeah.
My favorite... I mean, Iron Man's not weird, but they took a massive gamble with Iron Man. But then I love Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man 2 when they focus on Michael Pena and T.I. backing up a vehicle for 20 seconds. That's what... Or they're talking about Walton Goggins being a Southern gentleman running around. I love Thor Ragnarok with its weirdness. So this seems right up my alley.
Yeah, well, I like in Winter Soldier and Falcon that Captain America is going to be the villain.
And because they cast Wyatt Russell in it. And have you seen the pictures?
He's playing John Walker, who's a fill-in Captain America, who eventually becomes U.S. agent. But I think he's going to be the villain for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, I love that.
Before Falcon takes up the mantle.
And I also think Daniel Bruhl's Baron Zemo is the best villain in the Marvel universe. And
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
As a human, he tore everyone apart. He led to them disbanding, which weakened them when Thanos came to Earth. I mean, the Earth was going to crap, and Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man didn't want to call Captain America. That's because of Zemo. And I think the best moment of all the Marvel films is when he's listening to his voicemails left by his wife, and the Black Panther, T'Challa, has a discussion with him. And he's like, your dad seemed great. You seem great. You seem like a good son. And then T'Challa sort of understands him and chokes him out instead of kills him. That's the most powerful moment by far in the Marvel universe.
Oh, it's great.
I'm excited.
Great. It's the most human moment, that's for sure.
The problem with Daniel Bruhl is I think Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are excellent actors, but I think Daniel Bruhl is on another level. So whenever I see Daniel Bruhl on screen with other people, I'm kind of thinking he's better than everybody. Which, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're watching, you're like, man, this actor's really carrying this. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it'll make everyone else step up their game.
Yeah, I hope so. And like I say, it looks like they're going with a different direction with it, which I think is going to be fun.
Yeah, I like it. Well, thanks for letting me watch that, man. Now I'm happy.
There you go.
All right, dude.
All right.
Well, this was fun. So for Mark Hoffmeyer, for Adam Hodgins, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week. And also, go online and promote Fasten Your Seatbelts.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Movies, Films, and Flicks. Fasten your seatbelts. All right.
I don't even want any money. I just want a special thanks in the credits of Fasten Your Seatbelts.
Oh, no, we're going to be associate producers.
Yeah, but even if it was like special thanks to Movies, Films, and Flicks, how great would that be?
What if they wrote special thanks to Adam Mad Dog Hodgins?
Well, again, Mark, am I benefiting and it's like The Rock and the Fast and Furious, right? Is the podcast benefiting me more? Am I benefiting the podcast more?
Well, here's the thing. If you benefit, then that benefits me. So I would never begrudge anybody doing well. If I have an all-star on this show that people love and they blow up, I'm happy. I would never begrudge anyone's success because that means they got the success here. That makes my show look good. And then you move on to bigger and better things, and I love that.
Which means you're better than Vin Diesel.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.
Take it easy.
All right, bye.